Now EA Sports and the National Football League so proud to welcome you to the southeast section of Brazil and the world-renowned city of Sao Paulo. And tonight we've got an AFC matchup in store for you, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the LA Chargers. Game number 2 on this year's NFL schedule. Happy to have you with us. The Chiefs, the Chargers, underway from Brazil. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
I see through your eyes and I still enjoy the show.
380, run! Let's go. Hey. Set. Delta. Hey, 59. Baylor. Hey, ram. Ready.
Herbert to throw right away. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there on the first play of the game. 49 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 27.
Baylor. Go. Hey, 5'9". Go.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Ladd McConkey, 26 yards. And the Chargers are on the board here first in the season opener. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Chargers 7, Chiefs nothing.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, a second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 23, here's second down and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
So first and 10 now from the 30. On play action, it's Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. This is intercepted. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First down, here's Mitchell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Ray.
Play action. It's Herbert. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Baylor Tiger. Set.
Herbert now. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Yellow.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. but unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Running right, here's Walker. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 31 yards there and a 1st down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Walker is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and goal at the Chargers' 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. Throw out wide to Walker. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ken Walker from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Open man is the rookie from Auburn. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, 21. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Set.
Here's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Rick. Baylor. Hey, go Lion.
Herbert. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Hey, Cap, 59, 50, 12, 12.
Now it's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
Second down and 4. They run over center with Mitchell. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Mahomes now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Mahomes. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Set. Set. Ready.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Set. Ready. Grab.
A give here to Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Black 80, black. Hey, Ray. Hey, Ray. 5-9, 5-9. Let's go. Hey. What is it?
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Set.
Mitchell will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Chiefs 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
15. Hey, dribble it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That is caught. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Mahomes going to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
The This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
Butker's kick here is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
On 4th down, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, 41 yards. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches are on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give for Walker running right. to about the 35, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Walker now at 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And going right back to Walker. 2 yards a gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Yellow.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. That one caught by Rice. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. And they'll go with the ground attack here. A strong running. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
To the right side, this is Walker. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Yellow. Right side.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Yellow. Hero 6.
Here's Walker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Walker with another carry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. One final try for Mahomes. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was